Hi, everybody. This is Cheryl Abram, Person Centered Cyber. I am back, at least for a little while. So I told y'all earlier today that I was going to show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. Okay, so there's the MITRE stuff, the machine learning stuff, but I want to show you this framework. Okay, so I've been, of course, doing research. All right. And I came up with, like, I curated some stuff, and read some things in the research about what we call the blue team right now. Okay. And I've broken it down in a way that I really want to share with you all. And I'm sharing this in other spaces too. So hopefully you'll be seeing this from other people as well. But let me just go ahead and get into it so I can share with you the framework that I have here. Now it's on my blog, so everything is here. All right. So if you want to go and click on links and do all that stuff, you can do that. But let me just introduce it to you so you know what you're looking at when you go there. Okay. So this is my person-centered cyber blog on Blogger. Okay, and I'll put the link. I think the link is actually in here already. It's in there already. Okay, so it's called Cybersecurity and Defense. It's about time. And of course, I mean, y'all know me. I got to put my spiel here, okay, about what we're talking about. So my idea, so the thing that I want to see, my vision, if you will, is that we cybersecurity professionals are like other security and protection type heroes that like firefighters and good police officers and stuff like that, right? These are the people that children and adults aspire to be, okay? And I feel like we need to be looking up to other cyber security and defense professionals, not, what's that dude's name? Kevin Mitnick and all that stuff. No. I feel like the criminality has taken over some kind of way, so what I'm trying to do, or what I'm doing here, is I'm setting up a framework to show that we have people to aspire to, who actually do the work, who do the security and defense work. And even if they are doing, like I have right here, offensive cybersecurity, it's clearly for security and defense. You know what I'm saying? Very clearly. There's no question about that at all. So let me show you what I have here, okay? Let me get out of here so y'all can, so this is bigger. All right, let me see. Can I make it a little bit bigger? Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, all right. So here we have offensive cyber Now the whole thing, let me go straight down to the bottom. This is the infographic, okay? So you have offensive here, active cyber defense here, proactive cyber defense, and cybersecurity, okay? So I'm gonna go through all these so we can see exactly. Now, right, this is where we kind of concentrate, like we touch on these things, but the way I explained it to somebody was, when I first started social work, I had to come in at this level. This is the generalist level, okay, where you learn different kinds of social work, like different kinds of things that people do. In social work, you learn the policy, you learn the working one-on-one with people, you learn about working with the business, okay? So I learned a little bit of everything, which is kind of like down here, okay? And then when I got into my master's program, I had to choose, now, where do you want to concentrate? Okay, do you want to stay a generalist, or do you want to concentrate? And I decided to concentrate in policy. You see what I'm saying? So that's like this, okay? You got the cybersecurity, you got a little bit of everything. Okay, you got the network security, you got the threat hunt, you got some pen testing in there. Where do you want to concentrate? Okay, now that's where these things come in right here. All right, now let's come back up here and I'm gonna show you what each of these is. And I tried to put like an example of what I was talking about. Offensive cyber operations, also known as defending forward. That's also what we call it. Okay, this is the manipulation and or disruption of networks and systems. Now, you cannot do this in the wild unless you have a legislative exception, okay? Because it's illegal. right? We can't just go in there and break into some stuff. Like, we know that, okay? So here I found on Twitter, the 780th Military Intelligence Brigade. This is what they do. They do offensive cyber operations, okay? Now what I have here, and I have the same thing for each one, content for course and skill development. Now, if you're looking to concentrate in offensive cyber operations or defending forward, which is also what we call it, right? This is where you can get some of that stuff. So there's a course on Udemy, cyber mission assurance. MITRE has a lot of amazing things related to offensive cyber operations, okay? There's offensive cybersecurity engineer online training and a certification, okay? Introduction to cyber warfare. So all of these links are, okay, are places where you can go. Ethical decision-making tool for offensive cyberspace operations. Cyber TSCM, okay? Now this is like the physical security, right? Very, like with the cameras and the stuff they put in walls and all that stuff, okay? And of course, the MAD framework, which is the MITRE Attack and Defender. They put that together and they called it MAD. Now here I also have jobs. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to positions where you could do this. Cyber policy and governance support. I love this. Okay, offensive cyber operations, business lead, effects manager, operator on a red team. Now look at this right here. We refer to the work we do as defensive cyber exploitation. We do not hack into anything. So we will no longer use that language when referring to what we do in security and defense. We do defensive cyber exploitation. This is not just a matter of semantics, okay? I told y'all before that they got all kind of studies and all kind of stuff. People wrote books, magazine articles, drew comic books, all that around the way we speak about things. You're not gonna change anything unless you start talking about it differently, okay? Defensive cyber exploitation, that is what we do as security and defense professionals. We don't hack into nothing, okay? Okay, the next one, active cyber defense. Now, active cyber defense is focused on mission assurance versus cybersecurity, which focuses on network assurance, okay? Now, they each do both, but the focus of active cyber defense is on mission, where cybersecurity is on network assurance, okay, which is where you get the CIA and, you know, protecting systems and data and all that, okay, and working closely with the CIO and the availability of the network, you know, and those types of things, okay. So here we have a strong emphasis on intelligence, reconnaissance, communication. This stuff sounds, I mean, it just sounds, but number one, it sounds like it's a lot of fun, okay. And number two, I mean, it really, once you really delve into what we're doing here, you can clearly see how you can see the protection aspect of it, okay, and the security aspect of it, and the respect for people's rights to be secure, okay, which is ultimately what we're doing here. Now, this right here, it's kind of small, but this paper, you say you can't see the URL. So this is on my blog. So if you go to my blog, you can actually follow. Let me put the link to the blog in here now, so you can follow along with me while I'm showing you this. Okay, here, let me put it. There you go. All right, so go ahead and go to the blog right now, so you can just click on, you know, whatever you want to while I'm going through it. So focused on, again, mission assurance. This is active cyber defense. This paper, 3 decades of deception techniques in active cyber defense. Now, apparently, Booz Allen Hamilton, they have a whole, I mean, if you want a job in active cyber defense, go to Booz Allen Hamilton's website, okay? If you already work in a SOC, you know, and you have this kind of, you know, in intelligence and OSINT and, you know, and all that stuff, if you have that kind of skill, they January of last year, they purchased something. I forget, oh, what is it called? Let me see if I can find it. It's called Adversary pursuit. That's the name of the section in Booz Allen. Adversary pursuit, cyber intelligence. Okay, they purchase some kind of tools or something like that, but it's really about disrupting and neutralizing attacks. Now, this is before they get to the network, before they even have a chance, okay, to cause any kind of disruption. All right. So again, Booz Allen Hamilton, that's a from what I've seen, a really good place for you to go if you're looking for this kind of work. Okay. And here's some useful content: cyber mission assurance. Here's something again from MITRE. Of course, the NIST risk management framework. All of us, whatever you're concentrating in, if you're just, doing generalist stuff in cybersecurity, if you don't know some risk management framework, whether it's NIST or somebody, because cybersecurity is risk management. That's what the hell we're doing. Okay, we're helping businesses manage risk, because their goal is to get to their mission, to complete their strategy, to get whatever the hell they're trying to do with a minimum amount of disruption. Okay, so you got to know some kind of risk management framework, whatever it is. Here you go: cyber deception, attack detection, disruption, and active defense. This is SANS. Okay, this is SANS. Like, we all know about SANS and how ridiculous their prices are and all that, but luckily they're not the only game in town. Active defense and cyber deception intro. This is from Black Hills InfoSec, which is really, really great. These folks are awesome. Again, cyber TSCM, okay, and the MAD. So here are some jobs. So if you click on the link for jobs, look at these titles. Human geographer. I love that title. I just love it. Of course, intelligence analyst, cyber targeter. I'd never heard of that, but cyber and intelligence special. You'll see these at this link, okay, and some other ones. All right. Now look at this. This is, of all the ones, I think this is my favorite. Okay, is proactive cyber defense. Now this is really, really sexy. Okay, and this is only for grown folks. Okay, this is only for grown folks. Involves gathering information to detect, prevent, disrupt, and deter an attack, either preemptively or in self-defense, before it's even initiated. They still thinking about it, okay? And proactive cyber defense is out there. Now, where active cyber defense, you don't come face to face with the adversary. Like, y'all don't talk, y'all don't touch, y'all don't do nothing, okay? But here, proactive cyber defense, okay? Very aggressive, okay? Very, very aggressive. And what proactive cyber defenders can do is they go out there and they gather the information. And look, this is there is a cyber, it's called R9B. And I believe this is who Booz Allen was working with, okay? But this is how they depict the human hunters out there looking for individuals who are known for disrupting businesses and infrastructure and all that, gathering that information and working closely with the offensive cyber ops to say, hey, look, we got this information, they over there. Think of SEAL Team 6. Going in to look for bin Laden, okay? Some folks were working with them. We're like, listen, he over here, okay? That's where he at, right there. You know what I'm saying? Proactive cyber defense. Y'all working, y'all in SEAL Team 6, the cyber equivalent, y'all working together, okay? Very, very closely, okay? And the same way SEAL Team 6 needed permission to go and do what they did. You had President Obama and other folks looking while they were doing, because he gave them permission to go and do what they were doing, okay? The offensive team, the same way. Y'all the same way, okay? You're working very closely, very clandestine, sub rosa, secret stuff, you know what I mean? So you really need some skills in this, okay? So here you got down here, useful content, XM Cyber. XM Cyber, they're very good too. And they were just bought by somebody. I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember, but you'll see it when you go to the website. MITRE ATT&CK, Adversary Pursuit, Cyber Intelligence, Booz Allen right here. Senior Adversary Hunter. Okay, this is an actual job, but if you go read this job description on Ninja Jobs, which I think is a really appropriate title, it's really cool. Like it really, really is. Deception platforms. That paper, the one that I showed above, the link for that, a lot about deception and what we can do, how we can better do that kind of work. Attribution models and frameworks using deception and trickery to defeat cyber adversaries, another MITRE. MITRE paperwork, TTP-based hunting, second generation OSINT. Okay, this was interesting. Second generation OSINT. How OSINT supports proactive defense. And again, here's some jobs. Full spectrum cyber researcher, cybersecurity research and development engineer, and an evidence specialist, okay? And of course, we have cybersecurity, which all of us are familiar with. Again, focus on network assurance. It addresses mission assurance, absolutely, but the focus here is on network assurance, okay? Compliance, we know we have compliance in there. And of course, you know, I didn't put too much here because we already know, like we have a gazillion things about, you know, cybersecurity frameworks and training and practice and all that stuff, okay? And again, here it is down here, the whole thing. I'm gonna redo this a little bit, but this is pretty much the gist of it. And this is what I'm pushing with Blacks in Cyber, okay? So not pushing, I don't wanna say it like that. This is what I've presented to Blacks in Cyber, okay? So that we can get more of us who want to specialize, you know, in some of these areas. Because, you know, we think that this is all there is, the cyber part, and we can either be tier 1, 2, 3, 4 SOC analysts or something, you know. And of course, and even in the NICE cybersecurity framework, a workforce framework, there's so many things in there. And the wonderful thing is, as a policy person, I have opportunity to work with all y'all, okay? All of these folks. As a trainer, cybersecurity training, you have opportunity to work with all these people, you know, so we're really like literally a team. You know, we really, really are a team, the cybersecurity team. Think about that InfoSec model, the InfoSec wheel that has all of us on that wheel. Which is why I say, you know, when we go to ranges and stuff, you know, it can't just be blue and red team. Like the whole cyber InfoSec wheel needs to be in those ranges, and not just, you know, doing things online. We need some, you know, some kinetic stuff going on there at the same time, you know. So okay, so that's the framework. So you have the link here. I'm gonna put it in the description when I'm done with this video. And I wanted to, do I have it up here? Let me see. Let me pull it up really quick. Make recommendations. Oh, sure, Ndoro. I can do that, no problem. Let me show you real quick the machine learning stuff. What the heck is this thing called? Oh, Thinkific. I put everything on Thinkific, so I have it in one place. So let me just show you a couple of the things that I have here. Okay. And again, this is for students who like really know nothing about machine learning or anything. And all right, now there is so much out there about machine learning, all kinds of training, child. It's all over the place, okay? But let me just show you. So I have activities and stuff in here, but I really want to show you the two things. So one thing that we're doing for the class is we have what I call energizing activities. Okay. So just like in the Cyber Future program that we did with the middle school students, we had them do CTFs at the very beginning of every class. They do one, CTF like from I forgot the name of that damn CTF, but all the CTFs out there, but they do like one thing just to get them out of their seats and doing something fun right up front. Where is this thing? Okay, here it is. All right. So what I have them doing for machine learning, they're not doing CTFs, but they are doing these activities right here. These are what I call the activating activities. These are machine learning projects. Now, y'all know what Google Quick Draw is, right? So you go to Quick Draw, and now this is a machine learning thing that Google is doing, okay? It says help teach it by adding your drawings to the world's largest doodling data set shared publicly to help with machine learning research. So if you click on Let's Draw, now you have 20 seconds to draw whatever they tell you. Now they said here a fireplace. I'm using my mouse. I don't like, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is it's not a fireplace. Oh my God. He said the Great Wall of China. That's not what that is. Oh, they got it. He said it was a fireplace. Okay, but that's Google Quick Draw. So all of these are like that. Okay, so you click on this, and this is what they do at the beginning of the class, so that they see like what's possible with machine learning. What are some other projects that people have out here? Another one that I absolutely love, I mean, it's really cool. Where is it? Oh, it's the first one, this one. So I did this one, right? So number one, my boys did it too, and they got tired. They're like, Mom, my arms hurt. I'm like, I don't care, keep doing it. So for this one, what you do is you come here and you have to stand up, and I'm not standing up right now, but what you do, you have to conduct an orchestra. So you stand up in front of your camera, and it'll take a picture of you and your arm length and all that, and then you'll get to the band, the orchestra, and you have to wave your arms, and the music goes up and down and whatever, based on what you do, which I think is really, really fun. So at the beginning of each class, I have have them to do one, and some of these are about pictures. I mean, they're just really, really nice, okay? And to really get them interested, and they're like, okay, I can build something like this. Like, this is something that I can really do. So we start that, and of course, I have activities in here about detecting bias, bias and algorithms and all that. And I'm not going to show y'all all this, but this is where we are with the machine learning. And we have an amazing instructor, okay? He's a SME, and he's the instructor for this. So so this is really fun. Okay, at least I think so. And we're getting pretty good feedback from the students. So that's a good thing too. All right. So before I sign off, let me, where's that other thing? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I think I mailed it to myself. But the thing with MITRE. So MITRE right now, they are working with a school in Texas. I forget which college it is, but they're working with them to part of the college program. I think it's a master's. It may be a master cyber program. But what they have is, as a practicum, or a final project, the students have one or two choices. I forget what the other choice is, but one choice is to work with MITRE and MITRE mentors to go out to nonprofit organizations and small businesses and do cybersecurity assessments. So they work with them for, like, I think, how long is it? 3 weeks or something like that. But so I've been attending the meetings. They have a meeting once a week. I think it's on Tuesdays in the morning, where they meet with the mentor, the business, the MITRE people, and some other folks who are interested in doing that. So what we're doing is we're creating something that we can do here. Now that's in Texas, San Antonio, okay? So and I say we, I'm talking about the nonprofit that I work with, okay? We're working with them to create something here for the DMV area. And we're looking at starting with NOVA, Northern Virginia Community College, and possibly Bowie State. I think Bowie State was mentioned somewhere in there. But let me look at the thing. One of the things, like, again, in the research that I found that I thought was really interesting, did I send it to myself? I think I did. Oh, here it is. So I have the whole write-up and stuff, but this is one of the things that I found when I was looking for some stuff. Let me share one more thing with you before I get out of here. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on? Try that again. Okay. So CISA, CISA, and DHS have worked to create this cyber, it's not cyber, it's a physical security self-assessment, okay? Now I bring up the physical security because I think that when you're learning cybersecurity, we kind of skip over physical security. Like we mention it like in passing, right? But this is really important. And this, what they've created, this self-assessment, so you can actually go to the website. They have all the questions there. Now, this is for faith-based organizations, because what happens is if a faith-based organization does this and they find themselves lacking in these physical security areas, DHS, like they actually have grants to help them to get their physical security on point, to make it better, to improve it, okay? Now, and I got this because the questions are gold. Now they need a cyber one. They only have the physical one, but I believe they're working on a cyber one as well, okay? But this physical assessment is really, so if you go to, I'll put the link in for this as well. But this self-assessment for physical security is really awesome. And you saw that when we talked about the different tiers for the blue team, what we just did, TCSM is in there, okay, which is technical technical counter surveillance, countermeasures or something like that, okay? But it's like when you put when you hide cameras in the room and all that, and the people go through and they look for bugs and all those things, right? So so this is really interesting too, but I'll have more information on this once I start working more closely with them, and we figure out when we're going to start and what we're going to do and all that. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's all I have tonight. Okay. And a lot of good, exciting, amazing things happening. I'm very busy, but I'm really happy with what I'm doing, and it's exciting. I really like it. Plus, my other 2 channels, I'm working on those as well, which is why I'm not over here as much as I was before. But I will keep you all updated on stuff that I'm doing. Okay. So Doro, go ahead and send me your stuff. I believe my email is in the if it's not, here it is again. I believe it's all in there though. I'm pretty sure it is. So go ahead and do that, and I'll give and make sure you yeah, so your email will be there too. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Doro, for being here. And everyone else. And I will see y'all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Okay. And like and share as well. So I'll see y'all back here later. Have a good night. Bye.